All right, guys, so check it out. Turns out all I had to do here to fix a problem I was having, which was that the threading was not, or I guess was too long, it ended too soon for me to actually securely put these wheels on. I just needed to swap out the hub from the Cross RC, which was just a little bit wider, actually significantly wider than the ones that came with this kit for the G-Made. So those are on there now. I think they look great. Took it out for a little burn. It was fun. They're a little heavier than stock, especially considering the stock ones were plastic. So that's that. Then we swapped out a couple of other wheels and tires, but also just now in the mail, I got my next set of wheels, which I'm really excited about. That's what they look like. Lots of screws, bolts, yet again, and another Amazon special, but these are from Injora. Super Swamper, Rocks tire. But the little nubs on here are really actually kind of stiff, but the actual tire itself is it feels good. I mean, it feels like it's gonna function, and it definitely will hold up to the weight in the event that I want to try these out on the Trail Finder. We're gonna put them together. Just a little sneak preview though. That's what the, oh dear God, back of it looks like. Here's part of it in the tire. It is gonna look real sharp. So we'll see what they go on. I'll put them together and we'll be with you soon. There it is, guys. It's a good looking wheel and tire. It's a very aggressive outer tread. What car are they gonna go on? Which truck? Gladiator? Maybe the Gladiator. Let me know in the comments below. Which one should they go on? Obviously, it's not too permanent, but man, I cannot stop looking at that. It's a good looking wheel and tire. Alright, well, let's get the other four done and put them on something. Alright, guys, well, loud as hell out here, but we decided to try to put it on the Cherokee, those wheels, because around at the same time I was putting them on the following morning, the new belt drive system came. So taking the spur and pinion gear and replacing it with I guess 2 pulleys and a belt, which I'll take apart and show you in a little bit, but it looks good. And honestly, this belt system, because I'll be talking about that, it sounds pretty good too. Very responsive as well. I think it needs to be a little broken in because low end it's a little bit, at low end we get a little I want to say bounce maybe from the belt. You can see it kind of lurching, although right now it's a lot better. Just took it about 2 miles. We're walking back right now, but seems to be an improvement. I don't know necessarily that it was a needed improvement, but I wanted to try it out and I like it. And, I'll show you what that looks like inside. Okay, so as promised here, we're took apart the housing. It was very warm to the touch. which of course isn't necessarily good, especially considering it's the housing to the transmission, quote unquote transmission. So this is what it looks like. And if you can already see what the issue is, there's all this rubber residue. So I'm thinking that despite me testing it before closing it up, one of these two came out of line a little bit, and it doesn't look like there's too much damage to the actual belt or anything. So we're gonna take a look at that, but really everything's pretty hot. Ow, actually that's very hot. So we will we'll sort of take this apart and see if we can't figure out what the culprit was. But that's the belt drive system. As far as its functionality, I love it. We'll see how difficult it is to keep properly lined up. And then these are the wheels that this whole movie started around, and I gotta say, after some miles on it, I'm really impressed. They kind of grip onto everything, whether that be stone or concrete, grass, dirt, dust. Only thing we haven't done is sand, so maybe I'll try that out today. Yeah, pretty awesome tires, and I love the look of the wheels. I mean, those are just sharp. All right, let's see what's going on with it. All right, after quite a bit of loosening and retightening and moving and adjusting, we got it there. You can probably hear and see the tires there. That's that low speed sort of bounce I was talking about. I thought maybe there was something bent, but it's not. Seems to be working all right. At any rate, put this back together. All right, here's something that is good to know, especially now. But so I went to put the housing back on. I looked inside and, clean out all the rubber that was in here from the belt starting to shred. And I don't know if I'll be able to focus on this. We'll try. There you go. But you notice the grooving right there. Let's see if I can point this out a little bit better. Right here and right here. The belt carved away quite a bit of the plastic. So I put a little grease on it just to see if I can't mark if it was going to happen again, and lightly held it on and then pulled the throttle some, and sure enough it would be grinding. Plastic on that rubber belt, and actually because I had to move the pinion gear out a little bit, right here, it would be hitting the housing as well. So housing does not seem to be a safe or logical option to keep on there. So I'm going to run it without that. All right, guys, well, we're out here on a sort of a maiden voyage. The sort of a jerry-rigged way of attaching the body here, but you can take a look in there and see that the belt drive is now exposed. Really loving these wheels and tires. Haven't painted the body yet, but I have assembled it loosely. But at any rate, it's really not being held on by much. We'll have to take it easy here. We'll see how it goes. A little concerned with all that weight up high that would be significantly more top heavy, but it throws its weight around quite well actually. I'm very pleased so far. Well, let's take a look here. It looks like, as far as the belt goes, it stayed pretty even. Stayed pretty much in the center down there as well. It actually was quite a bit quieter too, probably because it's not rubbing on that housing. See, how can I do this? Alright, let's see what we got here. That sounds like it's clicking or something. What's rubbing here? Hi, pup. Oh, okay, nothing to do with the belt. Might have something wrong with my transfer case right around there. But works really well. I actually like it a lot. All right. Well, still got to finish this, and then just the body, by the way, sitting on top of the trail finder. Was seeing if it was gonna be long enough, but looks a little silly on there. Looks a little silly on the cross, and definitely looks silly on the G-Made. So the SCX-10-2 is where it will be. Let's hopefully get this thing painted now. All right, guys. So got a little carried away here. Started opening stuff. Figured I should make a video. There is a lot that you already saw in the video that this clip is in, but that's kind of how I'm going to be doing this for right now. It's just kind of a mosh posh of random stuff. So updates are, I got a little toe strap in here. I won't open it. I might have already shown that in this video. If I did, I'm sorry. Finally got the rear bumper I've been waiting for. Real low profile metal, and I mean, this thing is on there very, very well. Little tow hitch, and then I'm going to put the other D-rings on the back here. What else? Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay, so got the 100mm Super Lift shocks from RC 4-wheel drive, so that I can actually give this thing its full potential. Now we're limited by the tires and of course still the front, which is why we got these. There's one review on these on RC 4-wheel drive. If you want to pause so you can see it, there's the stuff you need. Comes with a little sheet of Goodyear stickers, and then I wanted something with a little less, I mean, for the lack of a better word, bling on my wheels. As good as it looks, it's just a little bit too much silver for me. So chrome lip, but otherwise black wagon wheel. And I opened up one of the tire packs, so you can see here. It is very narrow. In fact, even more narrow than the ones on there by a little bit. But going back from 1.9 inch wheels to 1.55, I think it's starting to look a little bit less scale. So that's why we're doing this. These are really kind of cool. They got a good feel to them. They are bi-directional, so it won't matter which way we put them on. But pretty excited. So we're gonna toss those on and see just how narrow they look. The review on RC 4-wheel drive mentions that they put a wider foam in for a better look scale-wise. So we'll see what needs to be done there. And then just a quick shout out to the fiance who made and painted her first body. My fault for buying this one. This is supposed to go on a monster truck, but as it so happens, she actually is in love with it. So I mounted it on crudely, not a final mounting, to her. I still think it looks insane, but to her Red Cat Everest Gen 8 Pro. And I mean, yes, it does look like a monster truck. And those are the wheels off of the SCX 10.3 Gladiator, which is in the other room right now. I mean, it's not a bad look, honestly. It's a little goofy and it's certainly excessive, but we're gonna get her a short wheelbase and turn that into more of a on-road truck with off-road capabilities for that body. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the update. I'm gonna toss these wheels and tires together and hopefully get a little time outside to try them out, and we'll be with you soon then.